going on? What's going on, Cold World? K.LaNe Hotel coming at you live and direct. I hope this video, you know what I'm saying, this message reaches you, you know what I'm saying, at a good time in your life, you know what I'm saying, and if not a good time, I hope it makes whatever you got going on better, you feel me? Oh, okay, I see what's going on. I had to just see, you know, check my surroundings, you know, excuse me, you feel me? Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't too paranoid or nothing like that, but you know, gotta keep your head on the swivel at all times. 3 hours, not 2, ladies and gentlemen. 3 hours, not 2. Anyway, listen, man. It's getting to be that time of the year where you got the holidays coming around and people are thinking about family gatherings, or if you lack that type of foundation or that type of energy in your life, then it sort of kind of starts to put you into a grief state. You start to get feeling a little depressed, a little dark, you know what I'm saying? Start to want to be more reclusive, you know what I'm saying, around this time of the year. And it's due to how you feel about a lot of these holidays. Not because you don't want to enjoy them personally, but you feel like you don't have anybody to enjoy them with, or you have people in mind, but maybe you guys are estranged from each other. Trust me, I understand and I can relate wholeheartedly. I just want to drop a little something on you, though. It's a little sauce. I want you to examine truly where you are right now in your life. And if you had small accomplishments where you've been able to get by, but a lot of things that you've learned and you've accomplished in your life, ain't nobody taught you anything. It's really by the grace of God that you've been making it through. Meanwhile, when it comes to people, you've been feeling like you've been ostracized, ridiculed, abandoned. You know what I'm saying? Done all kind of ways. And like I said in the previous video, or 2 or 3 or 4, we've all had our rough share of heartaches and pains in life. Some of us way more than others, I must say. You know, a lot of us, I still to this day cannot make sense of some of the things that people have done to us. We never to this day fully understood what was the purpose of it. Where did it come from? Why? A lot of times it's because people can see things in yourself that you can't even notice. But they recognize it in you because they know that they don't possess it. Meanwhile, you could be focused on being the best friend you could be to this person, the best relative, cousin, big sister, big brother, whatever, you know what I'm saying, to this person. Biggest advocate for an adult, you know, as a child, trying to be all up under your mom, all up under your dad, you know what I'm saying, want to show that you the best of the best, and just to grow up and to see how things unfold. Now, of course, in high school, you know what I'm saying, they say when it comes to you and your friends, y'all are going to reach a certain point where you guys are going to grow apart. They typically say that the people that you meet during your college years and going forward, those typically end up being your friends for life. It's rare. I won't say it's rare, but it's a lot of uncommon situations, yet common, where people are still best friends from grade school all the way through. You feel me? Typically in life, a lot of alignments happen because people have the same interests. It's the same thing that brought us together when we were children. But as we become adults, we have to understand what's different from between when we were children and as we got older. Why do best friends fall out? Why do people who are close cousins and stuff like that all of a sudden fall out and stuff like that? We got to ask yourself, does one start climbing higher than the other one in life? Does one start to have a little bit more opportunity as it seems compared to the other one? And then now the other one is starting to feel like, oh, he or she is acting bougie or acting stuck up, or like they don't know where they from, and they forgot who they from, and they don't come around. Okay, da 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 da. That's saying a whole lot of things. A whole lot of things. But what I come to realize is these things start taking effect. Like I said, when that person recognizes another person is moving up. But then all of a sudden the bond is severed because they don't feel like they've had the same accomplishments, right? But guess what that's called? Their relationship was never built on the foundation of true love or real vibe, it was trauma bonding. Trauma bonding, look it up. Trauma bonding. Seriously. It's, like I told you earlier, and we've already touched and agreed on, right? That when we grow up, you know, or as we were growing up, a lot of our friends, we have different friends in different stages of our life, because your friends typically match what your interests are. You guys have common things that bring y'all together. Because, okay, what makes you all of a sudden talk to a stranger? Y'all end up getting to know each other a little bit. Y'all become besties or whatever the case, right? But somebody had to say something to somebody else first. And typically how it normally happens, especially with guys or something like that, and we all playing ball together, then, you know, you ask the other person, hey, man, you want to play? Or, you know how they go. You know how they go, right? So y'all started off on a common interest. And as an adult, it may be, oh, you know, both of y'all done had your heart broke by men. So y'all got this thing where all men is dogs and this and this. You know what I'm saying? So y'all join that kind of club. You feel me? Then all of a sudden, now when you actually find you a good man and you get into a relationship, now all of a sudden they got their nose stuck up at you. They ain't got nothing to say to you anymore. They don't flip the script on you. You understand what I'm saying? Because the relationship, now you start to see, because if they all really were friends, they would be happy for you that you evolved and you advanced and moved past this season into a new season. They'll recognize spiritually that it's all about your timing. It ain't got nothing to do with them. It ain't got no reason for them to be jealous, because if they'll focus on them, just like how you focusing on you doing, they don't know that all the work you're doing behind the scenes to keep yourself prepared and keep yourself ready for this blessing that was coming your way, so you can be able to steward that thing. Because God ain't gonna give nothing to you, even if He showed it to you in the vision. What I learned is He ain't gonna give you that thing in the vision till you don't show Him that you're ready for it, that you've been putting in the work. If you feel, even if you're dumb in the area, but you've been putting in the work to invest and buy books or stay up late after work, even though you're dead tired, stay on, get on YouTube, and you teaching yourself about your craft, to master your craft, to be better at your craft, right? To be more focused, and so you can be more purpose driven, right? And it just happens that the fruit of that labor produces you to naturally cause separation between you and a lot of people that you grew up with, or a lot of people that grew to become familiar with you in different stages of your life. It just is inevitable. It's a thing that just naturally happens without you even trying. You feel me? But like I said, that is all called trauma bonding. Trauma bonding. So examine your relationships in your life. Examine the root of them, the foundation. Where did it come from? What is the point of it? What was it based off of? What seed or seeds were planted in the ground? What plant came of that? Is it edible? Just saying. Is it edible? It's something to marinate, you dig? There's something to marinate on. I want y'all to think about that. I really want you to do that, for real. As I speak to you, I speak to myself. We gotta be careful about these things. We gotta examine everything around you. A lot of the signs that you've been looking for in your prayer life, or just meditating. And by the way, you know, you don't have to be in no special position to meditate. When you are deeper in thought during the time of the day, and you just locked in on something, that's a form of meditation right there, ladies and gentlemen. But don't become a drifter. Don't let your mind take you to any form of destination. Because the mind don't care what you plan of it, but what you plan in it has to manifest. You understand? That's why they say be careful what you take in. You feel me? Also be careful what you speak with this tongue, so you won't defile what? Your temple. Now, even though they call this your temple, you dig? Clearly, right? And ironically, the temples and the pyramids are the two landmarks on earth that stood the test of time through all the storms. They still stand there. Ain't that something? You find that same thing with your faith, like I told you in a previous conversation or whatever, that the technology in which they are selling to us ain't nothing but your body being broke down and sold to you. Think about the camera, how the lens is broke down, but then you see how the science between how the eye literally captures motion and captures visions and stuff. It's astonishing but it also dang near looks similar to something that they will sell you. Something to think about. Something to think about, y'all. Something to think about. All right, cold word. I'm out of here, man. Much love, much peace, like love and illumination. I had to sit there and tap in for a second, make sure that was it. 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 I'm out of here. Peace.